Okay, we are on Tuesday the 4th, and I did forget to mention, if you've been with me last month, you already know, but I do have back issues, so some of these exercises hurt, or I might not be able to do them at all. Luckily, I am going to a chiropractor, hopefully tomorrow or the next day, and that might help. I don't know. The doctor basically thought it was like a muscle, but I don't know, it's moving all around. I almost feel like it's like nerve and muscle, or it's something else. I've never had a strained or pulled muscle feel this way before. So I don't know what it is, but just in case you're like, what is happening here? There's some things that really hurt or I just cannot do. So I'm gonna try my best. And as always, if you know something or you're like, okay, I get it, just skip through. The first week is always the longest, and then the videos get shorter. So Tuesday, upper body. We only have one part. So we have 5, 6, or 7 rounds. So you're gonna pick 5, 6, or 7 rounds. We have alternating shoulder press, close grip chest press, chest floor press, and tricep kickbacks. If you notice, alternating shoulder press has more reps than all the other exercises at 16, and the rest are 10. So alternating shoulder press. Close grip chest press. Together. Floor press. I think it said, see, like getting off the floor is kind of hard still. Tricep kickbacks. Use my lighter weight with those. All right, alternating shoulder press. So we're doing 16. You're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 16, okay? So with your alternating shoulder press, it's quite simple. The weights, I typically rest like this, and then you're just gonna press overhead, overhead, overhead. Now you wanna make sure that you're actually pressing overhead. So when I press, it looks like this, okay? So see how you like can't even see my head? You don't wanna be doing it out here, or you don't wanna be way back here, okay? So press, press, press. Fairly simple. Close grip chest press. So when you're on the ground, your weights are pushed together like this. If you have totally round ones, it might be a little bit harder. A lot of weights are like hex, they're called, hexagon. But these, mine are almost a mix. They're like, they have sides, but then in between, there's almost like a really, really tiny side that makes it so they could still roll. So it's weird. Mine's almost like a mix. So sometimes it's difficult to get it right. But you're gonna get your flat sides together. So they're pressed together. You're gonna rest it on your chest and you're gonna press up, down, press up, down, okay? So another one, fairly simple. You just wanna make sure that your weights stay together. And this is just a variation of a chest press, which is what we have next, the chest floor press. So you're gonna widen out your hands. You look like this. This is what you see people doing in the gym all the time. Men love to do it. It is your bench press, but because we don't have a bench, it's a floor press. So your elbows are on the floor, you look like a goalpost, and you're gonna press the weights up and come together over your chest. Come back down with your elbows on the floor. Press up and come together over your chest. So sometimes you might notice that the weight, I'll show you from the front, the weight sometimes like bangs together when you press in the middle. That's okay. Just try to make sure if it does happen that you're sturdy. You don't want to have them pressed together and then bounce away, okay? So sometimes that happens, but make sure that you have good control. Press up over your chest, come together, back down, okay? So again, that one is best done on a bench, but I know that a lot of people don't have a bench, which is why I always show it as a floor press. And then we have our tricep kickbacks. So this one, use your lighter weight. I do try in my videos to shout out if I'm using my heavier set or my lighter set. I personally have a lot more dumbbells, but I know I always say it can be done with 2, so I always suggest having a lighter set and a heavier set. So the weights I'm using in my demo video are a 5 pound and a 10 pound. I feel like that's usually a good starting point. Some people do like 3 pound and 8 pound, something along those lines. I have everything from, I think, a 2 pounder to like, I don't know, I think my heaviest is like a 35 pound. But yeah, so I'll try to shout out what I'm using. So this would be your lighter set. This is working your triceps. Your triceps is the back of your arm. So this is your bicep, this is your tricep. So a lot of people, they're fairly weak. We just don't use them that often. So, all right, you're going to basically stand however is comfortable. Like you shouldn't be super wide apart, but I'm usually less than shoulder width. I'm usually pretty close together. You're gonna kind of just bend slightly forward, almost like that hinge motion. You don't wanna be like this, but you wanna bend forward. You also wanna make sure you're not dropped down. Your back and shoulders are still up. You're gonna put the weight, oh, I'm sorry, I was totally thinking of rows. You're gonna put the weight like this, okay? So bend forward, tuck it up. Elbows should be pretty close to, I try to keep them like stuck to my side, and then you're just gonna push back, come back, push, push, okay? So when you do that, think about squeezing this muscle, okay? So that is what you're working. So if you intentionally think about squeezing that tricep, you're gonna feel it a lot more. It's gonna burn, it's gonna hurt. As I said, we don't typically use our triceps as often as we use all of our other muscles. So that one, usually, especially if you haven't used it or done anything in a while, you will definitely feel that one. Okay, so you're gonna do those 5, 6, or 7 times, and that is your Tuesday.